Sometimes you have no option but to be ferocious, extremely intense, facing the demise of yourself or those around you. Nicole Jolly knows exactly what that feels like. As she sat in her vehicle, surrounded by fire, surrounded by smoke, she had an option: be ferocious or give up. This week on Ferocious Friday, we spotlight her incredible journey of overcoming and being ferocious.
Stories of survival, they are surfacing. Nicole Jolly is a nurse at the hospital in Paradise. We're told her pants actually caught fire at one point during her escape. The car she was evacuating in engulfed in flames. She's with me now from Sacramento. Nicole, thank you for being with me. When I read the quote where your husband, it was in one of the papers over the weekend, said if you're going to die, die fighting. You know, you were with your patients, you didn't want to leave the hospital. You tell me what he meant by that.
Well, I called him because my car was completely surrounded by flames and I couldn't see out the window. Then I started to fill up with smoke, and I called him and I said, Nick, I'm gonna die, and I'm not gonna make it out of here. There's just flames everywhere, and I don't know what to do. And he said, don't die, run. If you're gonna die, die fighting. You have to run. And so I jumped out of my car in the middle of these flames and ran. And I ran up to my friend in front of me. Her name is Karen Davis, and her truck was melting into the ground, into the pavement. And her windows, when I went to go knock on the window, it was completely black and filled with smoke inside her cab. So I either thought I was watching her die in there, or she got to safety. I didn't know which one, and I couldn't open up her door. The doorknob was melted, and so I had to leave her, and I thought that was the last time I was going to see her. And I went to the next vehicle in front of her because it was so hot and I was running out of air. I thought maybe I could jump into this car and she'll save me. And it was Dr. McClarty's car, and I got into her car and I burned a hole in her seat from my pants. And we just sat there and prayed, and we held hands, and we prayed to God that we were both going to survive this. And we just thought, how can this happen? And I came back into my mind because her car started to fill up with smoke again. That my husband told me, run, don't stay there, run, just get out of the car and run. And so I told Dr. McClarty, I have to go, I have to run. And so I got out of her car and I ran, and there was no oxygen in the air. The fire was just consuming it, and I was just gasping. And I put my hand out and I closed my eyes because the ash was so hot and there was just embers flying in my eyes. It was burning me. I held my hand out and I ended up touching the back of a fire truck. And I got over to the side of the fire truck, knocked on the doors. The stickers were melting off this truck, and two firemen came out and picked me up and put me in their fire engine and put a fire blanket on the windows, and it was just amazing. I thought, okay, I'm safe. I can live in here, right? Because this is what they go through. This is what they do. And then they called for air support, and they said, that's impossible. We can't get air support. And he said, we need air support. We're not going to make it. And I just thought, what do you mean? What do you mean we're not going to make it? This isn't happening. I can't leave now. They won't let me leave this fire engine. My husband told me to run. I was going to run. I can't leave. And so I ended up looking out of the fire blankets, and there was a dozer, and this dozer just came out of nowhere and cleared a path, and he saved all of us. He saved everybody's lives. Those dozer operators are incredible, and they deserve to be the heroes in this story because they just cleared a path and they made way for us, and we were able to get back to the hospital and help patients that started showing up at the hospital.
I mean, I'm hanging on your every word, and you never in a million years imagine a day like this. And when you constantly think, I'm not going to make it, and then you think you're going to make it, and then you think you're not, and finally you do and you're okay. And not only that, you turned 34 on Friday, and you mentioned the hospital. Nicole, happy birthday. I mean, talk about being grateful for your life. And tell me how you spent your birthday helping others.
I just had to keep going. I had to keep working. When we got back to the hospital, I had to keep working. And I had to stay busy. And I'm trained to be a nurse, and I'm trained to help people. And that's what I do, and that's what Karen Davis does, and all of our staff that was at the hospital. We worked, and we just stayed busy, and we didn't think about ourselves and our possessions that we just lost, and anything else. We just helped these people, and that's what nurses do.
That is what nurses do. Bless the nurses. We need you. Thank you for all that you do and have done, and I'm glad you're okay. What a story. Nicole Jolly, I appreciate it.
Thank you for watching Ferocious Friday. There's 3 things that we ask of you. Like this video, share this video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let's go.